I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
Yikes.
I don't let it get me down. Most of them aren't like that at all. They're usual... Her eyes narrowed to paper-cut slits. What? Nothing. That doesn't look like nothing. It's fine. She scrabbles furiously at the touchpad, but not fast enough to keep me from seeing. In the moment before she hits delete, I see. I'm coming to see you. Oh, that's creepy. Does she have a stalker fan? What was that? Who is that? I don't know. Some internet weirdo. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Easier said than done. It's okay, Avery. Nobody ever does anything. They're just full of hot air. Sexist, racist, homophobic, transphobic hot air. I don't really feel comforted by that. No, I wouldn't be either. But I mean, she does have a point. If you're gonna try and become internet famous, unfortunately, that is something that you're probably gonna have to face. And if I ever do, that's something I'm gonna have to face, and I don't know how well I will be able to deal with it. Let's talk about something else, okay? We're gonna be late for work if we just sit here and debate trolls. She's right, it's getting late. What a scandal. We walk in together, me in your arms. I'm putting you down before we cross the threshold. Oh, come on. Why would you do that? You'd be happily married. Can't carry me as a human? You've got those scrawny little noodle arms, so I guess not. Those are not noodle arms. They're asparagus arms. Bet if you arm wrestled Mason, she'd rip your hand clean off. Well, to be fair, she'd probably rip off anyone's arm clean off. Okay, but is there anybody at the cafe she couldn't beat? Well, Landry maybe. Nah, I don't think he'd win. Let's get them to face off. We'll take bets. I like it. I think Landry would run away with his tail between his legs. After some scrambling, we head out to the cafe together. It's a nice, crisp morning. We don't talk much on the way, in case bystanders overhear, but it's a comfortable silence. Jelly Donut isn't making an appearance today. It should be an uneventful shift. So why is someone standing at the entrance waiting for us to open? Is that the same guy we saw before? He's skeeving me out. Is he the one I ran into the other night? The one that stared daggers through me? No, he's too short. Who is he, and why does he make me feel so uncomfortable? I've still got that creepy comment on the mind. It must be coloring my perception. It's probably nothing. Hey, let's go around the back. Good idea. We sneak around the corner, but not without being chased by a cold stare. I set Finley down once he's out of sight. She steps over the threshold. I would have expected there to be some sort of indication of her transformation, but I guess not. I get a bad vibe from that guy. I hope he isn't coming in. Yeah, I know what you mean. Some people just exude creep from their pores. He's dripping it all over the place. That's gross, but yes. We sneak in through the kitchen. Mason watches us with an expression I've never seen before. Well, on her at least. Awful late, Finley. Yeah, sorry. You stayed with Avery. She's smiling now. How do you know? Not hard to tell. Don't tell anybody, okay? Why would I? That's my girl. Finley slaps Mason on the back and heads onto the floor. I nod to Mason awkwardly before I traipse after Finley. Mason nods back and I swear she's holding back a grin or something. Hey. Yeah? You sure about going out there with that guy? What guy? The one hanging around outside. What if he's that internet weirdo? Let me take your shift. You can take it easy. Nice of you to offer, but I'll be fine. If I let some commenter get me down, I might as well give up. There's always gonna be creepers. Anyway, how do we even know he is? Maybe you're jumping to conclusions. I'd rather you be safe, honestly. Look, if things get weird, I'll go upstairs, okay? I guess. Don't worry so much. She presses her fingers on my nose. Boop. Come on, let's finish prep. I can't help but sneak anxious looks out the window. I don't see the creeper anymore, so maybe it was a coincidence? He might have been some dumb kid loitering. Maybe the commotion scared him off. When we open, a few people pile in, but he's not among them. Finley doesn't seem to notice. I should calm down. I distract myself by playing with some of the cats for a while. It's good to see Ramona and Junta getting along. Ooh, okay, a music change. After about an hour or so, just enough time for us to get into routine, I see him. That was loud again. The creeper, creeping about creepy as possible, slinks in behind another customer. He sits at the table near the window, hood drawn up, studying the menu like there's going to be a quiz. This is getting really weird. Hey, Finley. I bump into her on the way back from the kitchen. That guy, capital G, is here. I'll take care of his table, so take a break, okay? You're such a peach, Avery. Thanks. She pauses like she's considering something, but shrugs it off and escapes upstairs. I better go see what this guy wants. Have you decided on your order? No. I'll give you a little more time. Yeah. I return my attention to the customers that are actually here to eat something. I check on him a few more times, each time he mumbles something about time. Why don't you just call me when you're ready? I'm waiting for someone. Oh, sorry, are they coming here? Sooner or later. Okay. Maybe he's just nervous. Maybe he's meeting someone for a date. Maybe this is a misunderstanding. Guess I'll go tell Finley. I'm technically not leaving the floor unsupervised since Reese is down there on cat detail, but down there regardless, he can keep an eye on things. Oh, there's Finley sitting at her laptop with a cup of coffee, chatting with Hayes as he cleans the pastry counter. Hey, kiddo! Hey, I think the coast is clear if you want to come back. Sure, thanks for keeping an eye out. You're my knight in shining armor. She heads downstairs, coffee and laptop momentarily abandoned. I'm not feeling good about this. Finley told me you're looking out for her. That's really nice of you. That's what I do. I'm a real toughie. I'll save you from weirdos if you ever need it. Do you think I'd get weirdos? Yes, you would definitely get weirdos, Hayes. You're cute. I guess I did more harm than good planting the notion in his head. Oh, no, it was just a hypothetical. I'm sure you're fine. Okay. No, I mean it. You're too nice for that. And Finley isn't? No, that's not what I meant. You know what I mean. Sorry. No, don't apologize. This is so... This is a mess. Someone's voice rises to an indignant shriek. It's coming from downstairs. Oh dear. Uh-oh. You think you're hot stuff, huh? Think you can manipulate men? Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. What? Did I stutter? I'm telling you to get your ugly face off Neko. We know where you work, and if you keep using some cat to get famous, there's gonna be problems. I thunder down the stairs. A few cats hear the noise and dive into their hiding places. Everybody's staring. Finley's trapped between this guy and a wall. Is he reading off a cue card? What's going on? Is there a problem? Avery, This isn't your problem. God, look at his eyes. Christ. I believe it is. Avery, it's okay. I don't have to, but I'm gonna. Look, dude, if you don't leave, you're gonna have problems. Oh, so now you're threatening me. You wanna fight right in the middle of this cafe? This is what guys like me have to deal with? I show up to express my concern and she sicks her white knight on me. This is what women are really like? I don't want to hear that from you. You started this. I started what? You're the one manipulating guys to get what you want, and I'm gonna stop it. His voice raises with every retort. The longer we talk back, the more he digs in his heels. I have a feeling this will only get worse. You're going to have to leave. Because I have an opinion? You can't censor me like that. Ugh, what should I do? Maybe I can intimidate him. I stare him dead in the eyes and roll up my sleeves. What? I hit a nerve? The second you hear stuff you don't like, you get violent. Typical. If you keep threatening me, maybe I'll hit more than nerves. Is this gonna be a fight? Finley's clenching her fist hard enough that her fingers are turning pale. She's gonna deck this guy. Oh, Christ. Leave Avery out of this. Get out of here. I've never heard her so angry. Her voice is low, like an angry cat growling. Wait, until I write about how you threatened me. I'll make sure everyone sees it. A hand settles on his shoulder. Its fingers splay out slowly and deliberately dig in. Get out. Oh, it's Mason. Thank goodness. Who the hell are you? Security. Get out. Or I make you. She gives him something I've never seen Mason give anyone. A smile. A twisted, crooked, malicious smile. Oh, do it. Tell them about the hellbeast at a cat's paw. Love to hear what they say. They can come see me too and tell me to my face. Got a special greeting for all of you. You're all horrible. Then get out. I'm going. Get your hand off me. Mason nudges him and he rushes out the door as if chased. You two. Kitchen. Finley is silent, biting her lip, eyes smoldering. Whoa, that was a mess. Oof. So he thought that she was pretty much using cats to manipulate men to do what she wanted. Or something along those lines. I nod and march into the back. Hayes, Reese, cover the floor. Right. Mason stands between us like a referee. Finley refuses to look up from her phone, her thumb furiously fly across the screen as she types. So that really was him. Who knows? Could have been that guy, could have been one of the other creeps who harassed me. Hell, maybe they'll all come out now. Is being internet famous really worth getting treated like this? Maybe you shouldn't make videos anymore. Don't say that! I mean, she obviously really loves making these videos. I hope this never happens to me, but if it does, I'm not gonna stop doing what I like. I mean, doing this has been helping me so much. It's something I look forward to. It's something that makes me happy, and before I started doing 4 pixels and now this, I was in such a slump. Why shouldn't I? They don't have the right to judge me for what I do, so why should I stop? I'm just trying to help. I don't need help. I can handle myself, thank you very much. And what would you do if you were alone and that guy came up? You could have gotten hurt. I'm a grown-ass woman, Avery. I can handle myself and I don't need anyone telling me what I should do. This is ridiculous. You're being stubborn. You're being condescending. Cut it out. Cool down. Finley, take a break upstairs. Yeah, fine. Thank you, Mason. Voice of reason in here. Avery, sit. Yes, Avery, sit. Oh, okay. I mean, Avery, I feel for you too. You're just worried. Finley storms upstairs to Graves' apartment. I can hear the door slam from here. I sit on a stool in the kitchen and fiddle with my hands. Is Mason gonna lecture me? I don't need that. Mason doesn't say anything. She just goes back to work. This is almost worse than if she laid into me. Is this the silent treatment? I should get back to work. No. Sit. Am I in timeout? She shoves a mug into my hands. It's tea. Just drink it. She scoops another mug off the table, then disappears upstairs. I draw in slow breaths of the tea's flowery scent, but it doesn't settle the anxiety lurking in my gut. Mason, you are so good. You are very good. There's another channel that I'm following who's going to be doing the Mason route, and I'm so happy for that. I will link them down in the description. You should check them out. They seem like pretty cool people. I only just started watching them because I wanted to see other people who are playing Hustle Cat, but I've enjoyed all their videos so far. Okay, Avery, breathe and drink your tea. Calm down. But the look on Finley's face, the look on that creepy jerk's face, they keep popping up. A lot happened in so little time. How many times did I screw up during that flurry of panic? Yeah, Avery, I'm definitely feeling you there. It's kind of strange because I myself am a very hard to anger person. And there are a lot of things that I can take in stride, but when I do panic, I tend to screw up things a lot. And one thing that keeps coming to mind that this all brought up that was very uncomfortable for me, that happened about 3 months ago at my old job. I used to work at a church. I was a receptionist there, and I would direct people where they needed to go. I'd take messages, answer phone calls, direct those where they needed to go. I ran the food bank and did the application process of the financial aid. So I talked to a lot of people and a lot of people who were in need. And I really enjoyed that part of the job, but unfortunately, there are some people in need who also are very entitled and who don't really try to get out of their position or make it worse for themselves. And a lot of them are very inappropriate. There was this one man who... I'm not gonna say his name. I'll just refer to him as R. He was someone who had come to the church a lot. In the 2 years that I worked there, he would come by many, many times. Many times. And he would always lie, and he would always exaggerate, and he would never listen to people. He kept trying to get us to break our rules for him, and we helped him multiple times with various things. But he was also really, really, really inappropriate. He would say a lot of things to me, like talk about how he needed someone in his life, how his ex-wife always screwed him over, and he'd like try to invite me to his house and keep insisting that I should visit him. Whenever he had a house, he was homeless a lot, and he always asked me about if I had a boyfriend or not, and even when I lied and told him that I had a boyfriend, he would still try to make moves on me sometimes. There was one time when he stalked me for about a block when I was walking downtown to get to my bus stop, but things came to a head one time when I was alone in the office, and he came in, and he started with his usual spiel about how the boss had promised that we would give him money. I kept explaining that's not how it worked, and he started getting angry and saying things specifically to me about how sorry, this is getting a little difficult for me to go on about how I owed everything I was to him, how he was the only one who would ever like me, and he cornered me against the door and started getting a little touchy, and I obviously started freaking out, so I just like raced to my office, and he followed me and then started taking pictures on his phone saying that he would make me into a famous model. Unfortunately, I was able to get one of the deacons to come in, and I really, really, really wish that at the time that he came in I had told him that he had taken pictures of me. But I was so freaked out at that point that I didn't. I probably shouldn't have started talking about this. What I'm saying is I feel you, Avery. When you panic, you screw up a lot. Mason returns empty-handed. She goes back to work. The rhythmic sound of the knife hitting the cutting board is soothing. Neither of us talk. When I start again, it's more to myself than anything. I did the best I could. I think that's all anyone could ask of you, Avery. And I hope Finley can forgive you, because it's clear that yes, I mean, you were being condescending, but stuff like that is terrifying.
Oh, you've been bitten by Temmie Mania.
Temmie-Lovania.
Oh, don't pay me. My company is paying for this anyway.
It'd be funny if it was the guy who had made the stew who's talking to you right now. He's just like cuddling you.
Oh god.
Yeah, spooning you. You are a friend that I've never met before. Oh, head south on me.
Oh god!
If you hear this message, go to my side.
Working through the night. Yeah, he fixed the spray can so he could